The simplest way to worship Lalita is by chanting her 1000 names, and it is called as Lalita Sahasranam. There are books available in shops. You can go and ask them Lalita Sahasranam or 1000 names of Lalita, and you will get small books. Those names are in Sanskrit. It may be a little difficult to read in the beginning, but you can also get those English translations and try to read it. First few names are difficult to sit on the mouth, but by regularly chanting and hearing audios and videos, there are a lot of them available, you will get the hang of it and you can start chanting it regularly. I have spoken on Lalita Sahasranam at various occasions to various people, and they have the recordings of it, but this I thought by doing it for YouTube series, people will get more benefited. People who are in far off places also can hear and get the benefits. So with that view in mind, we are going to make the series which will have all the meanings of all the 1000 names. Now in Lalita worship, one is chanting the Lalita Sahasranam. The second part of Lalita worship is the Sri Chakra Puja, which is very elaborate and you have to learn it properly. And the easiest is the Lalita Sahasranam. The third part is chanting of the mantra. But for the mantra, you have to go to a guru. So first you chant it easily. The easiest way is chanting the Lalita Sahasranam. The second part is a Sri Chakra Pujan, Sri Chakra Archana. And the third part is chanting the mantras, which you have to approach a guru. I am only going to talk about Lalita Sahasranam. The first part of it I am going to speak about. Lalita Sahasranam comes in Lalita Upakhyan. It's in Brahmanda Purana. When I was learning Lalita Sahasranam, I started reading books about it to know more about its history. And the more I read, I must admit, the more confused I got. Because everybody who wrote a book on it, they mentioned so many Puranas, so many Upakhyans, so many names. They made it more and more and more complicated. It was so difficult. I spent hours and hours and hours to understand. And I was thinking, why can't somebody just put it simply for a common man to understand? For many years, I kept that thought in my mind, and I prayed to Mother that, you have to inspire me and give me that inspiration that I want to put it very simply. So even like a layman can understand what Lalita Sahasranam is. So with that prayers for so many years, I am praying again to Vageshwari, to my gurus, to help me explain this in the simplest way that anybody can understand. I am not bringing into reference any Puranas, Vedas or anything. I will just explain Lalita Sahasranam as it is, verbatim, with little bit bhavas that come in the shlokas and in the names. So we will go with the Dhyan mantra first today.